I walked into our apartment an hour earlier than I told him I'd be home, and immediately heard laughter coming from the bedroom, the kind I hadn't heard from him in months. The door was cracked open just enough for me to see the shape of two bodies in bed, dangled in the sheets, and for a split second I froze, half believing I was still at work and this was some stress dream. Then I recognized my own hoodie, the one I'd been looking for all week, hanging off the stranger's shoulders, and my stomach went cold. He didn't even try to cover up when I pushed the door open. The stranger just rolled over and smiled at me, all teeth, as if I was the guest here. "Hey, Cricket," she said, using the nickname only my family ever called me, a name I hadn't heard in years. My boyfriend looked from her to me, eyes wide, but before he could say anything, she reached for my hand, nails painted the same chip color as mine. I took a step back, every nerve screaming, the room spinning with the realization that this wasn't a random hookup. She pulled the blanket tighter and started rattling off memories, my first bike, the scar on my knee, the time I broke my arm at summer camp. Things I'd never told anyone here, not even him. Her voice was too familiar, her laugh had the same sharp edge as mine. My boyfriend kept saying he was sorry, that he didn't know, that he thought it was just a crazy coincidence, but I barely heard him. I was staring at her face, at the way she looked just like me, only harder, older, like a version of myself from a nightmare I'd tried to forget. It hit me all at once. The stranger in my bed was my estranged twin sister, the one I'd cut off years ago after she destroyed everything good in my life. And now, here she was, wearing my clothes, sleeping with my boyfriend, and smiling like she'd won. I realized I hadn't been running from her all these years, I'd been running from the part of myself that let her get close, the part that kept craving chaos even when I said I wanted peace.